1146-ish. But I wanted to show you, this is a lifetime chart of MJ, which is marijuana. This is just my opinion. And it looks like at the beginning of every year, this is back in 2015, it tends to go up. At the beginning of 16. And why does it go up? I don't know, maybe because states were legalizing it. Who knows? Up at the beginning of the year, and it gets slammed again. I thought the beginning of this year, 2020, but no, it got, went up a little bit. Just marijuana, and it's been slammed so big that if it can go and break a short here, it has a lot of potential to go up and very fast and squeeze those shorts. These are all shorts, believe it or not. Yes. So, and I wanted to say it doesn't have to follow the S&P 500. And in fact, it doesn't. The only thing, the S&P has got to be going up in order for these to go up. And the S&P we're going up in these little uptrends, but it doesn't have to follow. There could be a divergence between them. And when I say divergence, this purple line now is the S&P SPX, S&P 500, and you can see how it can trend with it, but if the S&P is going down, this is certainly going to go down. I mean, here's a little divergence. It was going up while it was just going down, but most likely, and here's a big divergence of the marijuana stocks going down when the S&P is going up. So just if the S&P is going up, this at least has a chance, marijuana. That's what I mean. Right now it's in a divergence, and I want to bring in some of these draws. So let's forget about these draws down here, if you would. But I was back here in September. It was going down in these extensions. There's once the target, there's twice the target. See the short there is 2058. I reached those targets down there at 1067. And here it went up. And you can see this is like how many months? This is not a short draw, but it kind of double topped there and then finally reaches targets down here and blew by them. But this is like, 3-4 months of chopping around. So, these are not short-term draws, is it what I'm saying, intraday trades or anything. This is long-term trends. And what it did do, it blew by there. So you come down to this, it came up to the short here once. And if the short target here is 717, if those hit, but could this come back up and double top like it did here, the previous one? It could. It didn't break the shorts yet. If it does break the shorts, it could scream. Okay, that's what I want to get at. And it looks kind of pretty technical down here off the bottom. Came right down to this 50 here. And this retracement right here, right to the 61.8, 10.40, $10.40, and its target's up here 13.53, and it breaks that short as well. I mean, it could really start to go marijuana, but that's if the S&P doesn't, it may not have a chance. That's the other point I want to bring in. So that is MJ up in here. See the chart pattern. The big one is CG, which is Canopy Growth. Same kind of chart pattern. When it pulled back in, didn't go to the 61.8, but it came to a 50. Targets up here at 18.07. And the other good one I see is Cron. I didn't draw that, but it's kind of the same chart pattern. And the other ones that are big holdings of MJ, this one's pretty big. GW, this is a higher price one. And all the lower price ones are 35 cents, 60 cents now, $1.41, 18 cents. That's not even in there, I think, but another one that people liked, whatever. The lower penny stocks are so much riskier. I'd stick with a bigger price stocks. They tend to move more for reasons. It's just not near as risky. The patterns are nice. Anyway, CCG, Cron, and MJ. MJ is probably the safest. It's just ETF, so it's not, it just moves. And it's moving technically. And CCG is moving. They're all moving technically. I mean, I saw this bottoming here, and I just waited for I caught a little bit, but this whole retracement is just working nice. This is marijuana, and I'm telling you, if it gets up here, it can a lot more to go. And that's if the S&P holds up, of course. That to me is marijuana stocks. a favorite.